£30 million Chelsea star predicted to be fit for next game after international break injury. The Blues will be taking on their first newly promoted side of the season as they make the trip to Enzo Maresca's former side, Leicester City. The Foxes supporters are expected not to boo Maresca upon his return to his old club, however the same treatment is likely not going to be offered to defender Wesley Fofana. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall is another player who would be facing their former side, after moving to Stamford Bridge over the summer. Dewsbury Hall has already vowed to not celebrate if he was to score. Maresca will no doubt have been worried about the fitness of a number of his players after they withdrew from international duty. With one of those being Malo Gusto, the manager has stuck by the Frenchman despite the return of club captain Reece James from injury, starting him for the last game against Arsenal. His issue before the break was always going to leave his place in the squad in doubt though when football returned. However, Football London are predicting Gusto to return in time for Saturday's away game. Despite him being fit enough seemingly to complete 90 minutes, it has been very clear the aim is to manager James' return to action carefully. This has been shown by Maresca's hesitance to get James attacking from fullback, at times even playing him on the left of defense to allow Gusto to go forwards. James is yet to be seen in a matchday squad in the Conference League. Despite not being one of the players left out of the squad for the group stages, the aim will surely be to continue to build the skipper up to the point where he is able to contribute more in the attacking third, an area he has shown his class in when fully fit. There's no doubt that Petr Cech, 42, has gone down as one of the greatest goalkeepers of his generation. The standout time from his successful career with club and country has to be the 11-year spell at Stamford Bridge between 2004 to 2015. The Czech Republic star was a colossus in between the sticks during his time in West London. Cech kept 228 clean sheets in 494 Chelsea appearances across all competitions. In terms of his Premier League career, he's got a league-high tally of 202 clean sheets from his time with the Blues and Arsenal. Jordan Pickford, the England and Everton goalkeeper, is enjoying quite an impressive career himself. Therefore, it's interesting to hear him rank the best keepers to play in the Premier League era. During an interview with Sky Sports, Pickford did name Chelsea legend Cech as the Premier League's #1 glove man. Afterwards, he put Edwin van der Sar in second spot and Peter Schmeichel third. When asked if Cech would be his #1 goalkeeper in the league's history, Pickford said, "Yeah, the clean sheet record and how many games he played in the Prem." There's no doubt that the former Blues shot stopper has global respect within the game. Incidentally, Peter Crouch recently praised Chelsea hero Cech by naming him in his five-a-side team consisting of his best-ever opponents. There's so many different goalkeepers on Chelsea's books right now, but it's hard to see where their long-term answer actually is. As it stands, Robert Sanchez is the first-choice Blues keeper, playing every minute in the Premier League this season. However, he's made several mistakes and doesn't bring too much confidence to the supporters. Chelsea fans criticized Sanchez after his Spain performance this week, where he conceded at his near post during international duty. If Enzo Maresca's side want to climb to the very top, surely they're going to need a more consistent performer in net. Nicholas Jackson, 23, left Villarreal and moved to Chelsea in the summer transfer window of 2023. So far, the centre-forward has had an up-and-down time at Stamford Bridge. Despite scoring 17 goals across all competitions in his first season as a Blues player, Jackson did receive a fair amount of criticism for his impact leading the line. His finishing was erratic at times, while there were question marks about his all-round play. In this current 2024-25 season, the Senegalese striker has been excellent with 6 goals and 3 assists in his 12 appearances across all competitions. During a conversation on his Righty's House podcast back in April, he suggested that the Blues striker could come good under the right manager after a challenging debut season in English football. Wright commented on Jackson, "If he gets that goal scoring right, there is something in there, I'm telling you. He did some brilliant stuff. I have seen flashes that under the right manager, and if he has the energy and the mind and personality for it, this guy has got something. I am telling you." In fairness, Jackson definitely looks like he's leveled up since Enzo Maresca became the new Chelsea manager in the summer. He's receiving widespread praise from fans, teammates and the media this season, too. In fact, Shaka Hislop called Chelsea's Jackson the Premier League's most improved player. There's an argument to be made that it's a natural progression for the young striker as he adapts to a new country and new teammates. But Maresca deserves credit for the way he's deployed him. Chelsea are delighted by Jackson's improvement in front of goal, which is certainly something that's becoming more noticeable with some extra calmness in the final third. With Christopher Nkunku breathing down his neck for the starting position, Gianfranco Zola explains Chelsea frontman Jackson is getting better, pinning part of that. Enzo Maresca, 44, took charge in the summer as the Chelsea manager. Since then, there's been several individuals at the club performing really well on the pitch. The Blues are third in the Premier League table during the international break because of the solid work done by the team in the opening few months of the season. Journalist Simon Phillips has claimed via Substack on Tuesday that Chelsea winger Mykhailo Mudryk has impressed everyone at Stamford Bridge by how he's responded to a lack of minutes in the league. It is explained that Maresca, along with those at the club who signed Mudryk, have been encouraged by the 23-year-old attacker's progress this season. Apparently, the Blues boss isn't fully convinced by the Ukraine international yet and thinks he's got lots of areas to still improve. But he's impressed by the positive signs in his performances. Phillips adds that Chelsea are keen to keep Mudryk in the new year rather than send him out on loan. Also, the left-winger's attitude and work rate has been described as immense, refusing to moan about his lack of minutes. Mudryk is still one of the few players in the Chelsea group that can get you off the edge of your seat with a bit of trickery or an explosive turn of pace. Will he ever be able to gel everything together to become a world-class forward, though? Here is a look at the wide man's record for the Blues across all competitions. When you consider Chelsea paid £89 million for Mudryk, they've been extremely short-changed for him so far. There's signs in recent weeks that he's finding his feet and doing well in Maresca's system, but he's still working to break into the best starting lineup for the Premier League. The bulk of his good work has been done in the Cup so far. The Blues currently sit third in the league, and now have a very attractive run of fixtures on paper ahead of the busy Christmas period. The duo are likely in for different reactions when they are back at the King Power Stadium. According to Leicester City News' Callum Boyle, Fofana is likely to be booed, as well as Ben Chilwell if he is present at the game. However, he says that Dewsbury Hall, as well as Maresca, are likely to be welcomed back with open arms, after only leaving the club over the summer. Maresca will be hoping that the international break has not seen any of his first-team players unable to feature as the Premier League rolls back around. Romeo Lavia withdrew from international duty after picking up a hamstring issue, with there now being fears that he could be set for another spell on the sidelines. This would see the boss hoping that late returnees Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez both survive their final international match of the week unscathed. Elsewhere, Wesley Fofana and Cole Palmer have also already been spotted in training after withdrawing from international duty before their respective camps began.